Do you remember that video that I recorded just a couple days ago with no intro that was 2 minutes long? It's probably going to be my longest intro of the year. And I don't care how long it takes, and if you want to skip to 12 minutes, we'll probably be ripping this box. But, no intro today, and I got a lot to say, and I'm sure there's some people who don't want to see this video on this channel, and I don't give up. You know. Prizm Deca, brand new product celebrating 10 years of Prizm basketball. When we saw the preview for this product, it looked incredible. As we rip hobby, it is an incredible product. 1213 Prizm, an iconic design. Back then, we didn't even want it. I remember when this product came out, I was working at ComC and nobody wanted to buy a box for 80 bucks. One of my coworkers did, and we were looking at it and saying, this is supposed to replace Topps Chrome? Here we are all these years later. Everybody loves Prizm. It is a staple of the hobby. We don't know in a few years if we will have Prizm, presumably not, unless a merger or some sort of buyout occurs and Topps gets the name to these sets, because we all know the licenses are going over to Topps in a couple of years. So we're just enjoying it while it lasts. Saw this one, and then we saw the first off the line of this one, and boy, oh boy, did it look stacked. Looked absolutely stacked. 4 shimmers to 12 or less, and 2 autographs, shimmers to 25 or less. Compare that to a normal box that gets about 8 color to 199 or less, and 2 autographs, and very, very few of the autographs are actually numbered in these boxes. Most of them are silvers or base. FOTL looked loaded, right? So that's what the story is going to be. That's what we're going to talk about right here, and we are going to talk about how about 50 breakers all got together and colluded and told you that the price of Prizm Deca first off the line was $3,500 to $5,000 a box. And why was it that much? Because about 50 breakers got together and sold out the first off the line at $2,600. I think it sold out for $2,625. Now, how does that happen? How does that happen where that product starts at $3,000 and within 20 minutes of the auction starting, it sells out at $2,625? How does that happen in a world where hobby sat there until it was $820 a box? That's right. Hobby sold out for 3 times less than first off the line. How on earth does that happen? Well, maybe they didn't make a lot of first off the line. You're right. They didn't make a lot of first off the line. They made about 160 cases. That is about 1,600 boxes. Compared to hobby, where they made about 2,000 cases, or about 20,000 boxes. But does that justify the cost? Does those 4 shimmers to 12 or less? I think they're to 12 or less. I think that black gold is to 12. I don't even know. We did the math. We looked at the checklist. We counted out how many FOTL parallels there are. We divided that by 4. That gave us a count for how many boxes could possibly exist in the world. And we tried to do the same thing with hobby. It's a little more murky. You don't know exactly how many parallels you get. Those are the numbers that we came up with. That there was about 160 cases of first off the line, 2,000 cases of hobby. Who are these breakers? Well, I'm not going to name them by name. I don't want to catch a lawsuit. They're the kind of people that would do that. FOTL sold out for $2,600. You immediately started seeing breaks for $3,500. $3,500 a box. What are we playing for at that point? What pays for a box of Prizm Deca FOTL for $3,500? A LeBron gold shimmer, does that pay? No, it doesn't. A Curry gold shimmer? No, it doesn't. A Wemby to 199? That surely has to be. No, that's like 2,000 bucks. $2,600. These geniuses, there's about 40 or 50 of them who bought up all the product. Very easy to do, too. 2,600 bucks. There was 1,500. So let's say 1,600. So 1,600 divided by 2,600. It's about roughly $4 million, assuming everybody bought at 26. I know a lot of people probably bought at 3,000. So let's say about 4.2 million. It took about $4.2 million to sell out first off the line. Reasonable, right? We got some very massive breakers in this hobby. I know breakers who spend $1 million on a single product. They've said it themselves. So it stands to reason that a few of these very, very big breakers got together and said, hey, see an opportunity, whatever they said. They determined that they could sell boxes for $3,500. Then there was a whole subsection of other breakers who immediately got FOMO, fear of missing out. They saw this product getting opened. They saw all the shimmers and they got stars in their eyes. They had thoughts of pulling the black shimmer Victor Wembanyama, getting on some top 10 list that doesn't matter. And from there, contacted the breakers who had it. Those breakers sold it to them for $32,000, $33,000 a case, about $3,300 a box or so. And those breakers decided, well, we can't charge $35. Now it's a $4,000 product. Within 3 days of it getting in hand, it's now a $4,000 product. I saw some breakers on TikTok, $500 a pack, 10 packs per box. And this is exactly what the hobby didn't need right now. In a time where products come out too expensive and then they crater on down, 50% drops. We're seeing that all across the board in almost every sport except maybe baseball. Baseball, they seem to come down about 20%. Basketball and football, they just crater on down. Panini won $439 for a box when it came out. That one's down to $225. Bad product, though. No CJ Stroud autos. So, it really grossed me out. As somebody who is a content creator and breaker, both full-time, I do both of those full-time. One of the only people who does it 40 hours on each side of the coin, however you want to call it. And the jig was up when the auction for the Dutch auction for Prizm Deca Hobby came out a few days later on a Friday. So the auctions were both, I believe, on Friday. One might have been on a Thursday for FOTL, and then everybody had it in hand on Monday, telling you it's a $3,500, $4,000 box. All throughout the week, it's now Thursday comes around, it's a $5,000 box. It's a $4,000 box. And then the Prizm Deca Hobby Dutch auction rolls around, and I can't believe that Panini even is doing this now. On their way out the door, they're doing Dutch auctions for hobby boxes, not just first off the lines. This was an online exclusive. You could only get it through the Dutch auction. It never should have been a Dutch auction anyways. There was just simply too much of the product. And the story was up. Me and my buddy were doing the math, trying to figure it out. About 2,000 boxes. And there were some people saying Hobby is going to sell out. The Dutch auction for Hobby is going to sell out at $2,000 a box. It's going to sell out for $2,000. FOTL's hot. FOTL's on fire. Sold out for $26,000. Hobby's going to sell out for $2,000. And me and my friend looked at the checklist and figured out there was about 2,000 cases, about 20,000 boxes. 20,000 times 2,000. The hobby was going to find $40 million collectively to sell out this at $2,000 a box. Not a chance. Not a chance. We knew that was a dumb number and it wasn't going to happen. And we knew the game was going to be up on Friday. And it was. It was. This one sold out for $812 a couple Fridays ago. And we had this one pegged at selling out around $1,200. It got even lower than that. And truth be told, in this market, one of the things that you see on this channel that I like to do is I like to compare and contrast products in terms of value. You know, you could open this product or you could open this product. You could open two of these or one of these. Which would you rather do? $800 in the grand scheme of things. Prizm Hobby right now is about $1,600. Select Hobby is about $600. $800 to $1,000, and it sounds gross, and I know in all these boxes should be $100 because I hear that other side too. Compared to all the other boxes, $800 to $1,000 is exactly where this one should be. So how on earth did FOTL sell out for $2,600? How on earth did that happen? How on earth did a group of 50 people simply decide that FOTL was worth 3.5 times more is what they paid, and then they're telling you it's worth 5 times more? You could rip 5 hobby boxes or 1 FOTL box. I don't even have to get into it. It's so dumb and it's so obvious. And I think this one hurt the hobby. I think this was kind of a wake-up call for a lot of people. A lot of people who buy into breaks. A lot of people who buy into, you know, buy their own personal boxes. A lot of people who watch the market. I think this was a wake-up call. There's just some really, really greedy people in this hobby. And if you wait long enough, the price of everything comes down. I mean, that's where we're at. We're at a time in this hobby where we're going through this correction, and things are correcting down. Singles have been correcting for a long time. Wax is just now starting to correct. We're seeing products immediately discounted a week, 2 weeks after they release. This is what the hobby needs, because right now, and I've said it many times on this channel, and as a breaker, I'm not afraid to say it, that the price of wax does not scale with the price of singles right now, and that it's not 2020 anymore. It's not 2020. hobby's hot. The hobby is very hot. We have a lot of people still coming in. We've had a lot of people leave. You know, the hobby is in a good place. If we get past this correction, if this correction happens as it should, and prices come down, what, 20, 30% across the board, if all these distributors, if all these online retailers, especially the ones who put up WNBA Select at like $700 for pre-sale or whatever, which is a whole different video that I'm sure we'll do in the future, if we would just get through this correction already, if they would stop fighting this correction, if, I don't know, if we just stop fighting it, the hobby would be in such a good place going forward. And I know there's people who say, well, Panini's trash, we can't wait till Panini gets rid of it, Fanatics, we can't wait till hobby gets rid of Panini and Fanatics has all the licenses. I don't know. I really don't know what the future looks like. All I know is that there was a handful of breakers, probably about 40 or 50 of them. They sold out Prizm Deca FOTL at $2,600. It was one of the most disgusting, what do you want to call it? Almost a, what's out? Not a rug pull. What's the other one? Not a bait and switch. What's the word I am looking for here? Kind of like a pump and dump. It's kind of like a pump and dump. They pumped up Prizm Deca all the way to $5,000 a box. And then the hobby auction happened. And then it was an $800 hobby box. And now, how does that Prizm Deca FOTL box look at $4,000 when hobby just sold out for $800? And the great thing about hobby is a lot of people bought it. A lot of companies in this hobby bought it at $2,000 a box. And they don't know what to charge. I've seen charging anywhere from $1,100, which is a fair markup on a Dutch auction box that is now a couple weeks old. And once again, 20,000 boxes in existence. Hundreds probably getting ripped a day, maybe thousands getting ripped a day. I don't know. $1,100 probably a fair price for this one. $1,200, even a fair price. But pricing was all over the board. I saw people selling it for 11. I saw people selling it for 12. I saw people selling it for 16. I saw some jokers trying to get $2,200 for it. So the market simply cannot decide what a box of Prizm Deca hobby is worth. But it definitely decided that FOTL was a $4,000 box. And it's one of those things where I'm like, man, this is going to hurt the hobby. It's really going to hurt the hobby. Because, I mean, as you hear people, we got a Wemby black gold. It's the coolest product I've ever seen. FOTL was the coolest product I've ever seen. Shimmers look great. The set looks phenomenal. Coolest product I've ever seen. And it was ruined because 40 or 50 entities got together, said, hey, I think we can sell this thing out at $2,600, and I think we can legitimately charge $4,000 and call it the greatest thing on earth. That is what happened. That is the story. I know a lot of people not looking forward to this video, but I've always been real with you guys. I've always said it how it was, and this was one of those things that happened, and it made me question, what am I doing here? Like what am I doing here? This makes me unhappy, and I'm not even a part of it. I'm not even a part of it. I didn't even think to purchase a FOTL box at anything less than $1,500, $1,800. I didn't even set my alarm, because you can figure out there's 12 levels every hour, and what it goes down to, floors like $500, ceilings, yeah, you can figure it out where the levels are going to be at 10 a.m. during the auction. And this one really just, it kind of made me question a lot of things. It made me question a lot of breakers. It made me question a lot of, like, when are things just going to be right in the hobby, you know? That's one of those things where I think in the future, I am glad, hopefully, we won't have any more Dutch auctions in a couple years. I've always talked about how the Dutch auction format is one of the most predatory formats. Pretty much just pits everybody against each other. FOMO sets in, and what's the maximum you will pay? We get that question on eBay as card sellers. Hey, what's the lowest you'll take? Well, what's the max you'll pay? You know, you get those questions all the time. It's just gross. I wish Panini would just go back to the days back in the 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago where they just set a price for first off the line, and everybody who wanted it bought it, and it sells out just like product drops on, you know, Topps' website today, you know, Sapphires and things like that. That's my rant about this one. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys agree with it. Maybe you don't. I know there's about 40 people, 50 people in the world who don't agree with it, didn't want to hear it, but they deserve to be called out. Anyways, today we are ripping a box of Prizm Deca. I have no clue how long that diatribe was. Had to get it off my chest. Two autos per box, 100 cards total. A little shrinkflation on this one. Down from the 12 packs per box, 12 cards per pack of Prizm Hobby. And once again, this set does celebrate the 2012-2013 design that none of us really cared for back in the end of 2012 when it came out. Of course, that being, well, Lillard rookie year, Kyrie rookie year, the dual rookie class year. Topps Chrome had been a couple years gone, removed out of the game. And, yeah, now that design, of course, is iconic, and Prizm is the king of the jungle as far as the chromium basketball and footballs go. Turn it over on the back. What are we playing for today? There's a full list right there. No case hits in this product, actually. It's pretty straightforward. Just a base set and a handful of inserts. I like that a lot. That is exactly what we see in a set like Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary. And it's a true replica of not quite a true replica of the original Prizm. A whole lot more parallels this time around. But we get the downtown bounds, the silvers, the golds, the black 101s. I don't think we had black 101s in the first year Prizm. I could be wrong. I can't remember. I know we had golds. I don't think we had black 101s back then. I think that was second year Prizm because I've seen the Giannis, the 13-14 Giannis. Comc got that in once. In a bubble mailer, by the way. $3 shipping on that one. No insurance on that black Giannis 101 at one point. Chasing red to 199, blue to 149, purple to 99, orange to 60, mojo to 25, gold to 10, black gold to 5, and true black 101s. The lottery ticket in this one, my friends, is going to be the Victor Wembanyama black 101 true. The shimmer was pulled by, I won't say their name. It was the most prolific Wemby hitter in the hobby, I'll say that. I'm trying not to cop a lawsuit today. People get upset when you put their name in their mouth, but they know who they are. And, yeah, we'll get started. Once again, 12-13 Prizm design. Iconic design. Absolutely gorgeous set. Something basketball cards needed. No case hits, no frills. Just a amazing set. You got even the Wemby base on this one selling for $160. There will be significantly less Wemby base cards from this product than there will be of Prizm. So, makes sense why that one's more expensive. There's Trace Jackson. There's Amari Bailey. First color is going to be purple, going to the Bucks, because the Bucks always stop here. Oof. Brook Lopez to, I want to say 99 on this one, yep. Brook Lopez to 99. Cards look incredible. Set looks incredible. No retail for this one, hobby only. Everything the hobby needed, except that photo auction that not only did the hobby not need, but I think long term something like that hurts the hobby. Really do. Just be better. Just be better to the people who bought those. Bruce Brown, Obi Toppin, R.J. Barrett, Brandon Roy, GG rookie right there. Sad he's going to miss the start of the season. We got preseason basketball in just a couple of weeks. Finalists of Pau Gasol. Blue Rook for the Pacers. Is that a rookie? Yeah, not a rookie. That's Benny Matherin to 149, I believe, on these. Yeah, Benny Matherin to 149. Gonna get two autos. Hopefully we see a mojo or a gold or something along those lines today. Once again, these sold out at $800. Current market should be around $1,200 to $1,300 a box, in my opinion. So you got to hit it really, really hard. You basically need like a, I mean, gold LeBron would probably pay for a box. Kobe Brown, Clay. It's really hard to tell on the values of some of these cards. You would think that they would compare to like a Prizm Gold, but the flashback design, the only time we're going to get this one, you don't know. Knicks, that's going to be DiVincenzo. He was a Knick. The Villanova Knicks lasted all of like 2 months before they sent him over to Minnesota for Cat to 199 on the DiVincenzo. 3 colors so far. Not the guys we want to see. Not the guys who pay for boxes. Those are the guys who end up in $5 boxes. We might have an auto here. Very interesting thing that nobody has told you about this product, at least I've not heard anybody. There are less silvers in this product than there are reds to 199. You usually get about 3 reds per box, and you only get about 2 silvers per box. So, believe the silvers, even though they're not numbered, there's probably only like 150 or so of them in the world. Keegan Murray. Silver is going to be Şengün. And let's try not to drop our auto. Alright, our first auto of the box. DRO. Ooh. DRO? David Roddy. Oof, yikes. Yikes. That reminds me of seeing a lot of these on COMC as we cataloged them. A lot of the throwaway autos from 12-13. David Roddy, a real throwaway auto, and yeah. Yeah, this one's just a tough one. It's just Prizm. If you guys haven't figured it out, it is literally just Prizm, and we all know how hard it is to actually hit in Prizm. But when you hit, you hit. But, you know, you're going to see a lot of Reggie Jacksons, a lot of Omax. You know, you're looking for only probably like of the 200, I think it's a 200 card checklist, probably only like 40 of the names on guys you want to see on color. Kyrie. Portland, we're looking for Scoot. Looking for Scoot. That's Jeremy Grant. It's always Jeremy Grant. To 149, just one of those guys you don't want to see when you're opening a $1,000 box, $800 box, whatever these things are worth these days. We have a lot of basketball out right now, too. We have the Hoops Premium stock boxes. We have Phoenix. FOTL, you could literally rip one box of FOTL, or what? Those boxes of Phoenix are like 12, like $3.50. Literally like almost 12 boxes of Phoenix Hobby. That Luka's nice. These Lukas are selling for like $5, just the base. You could rip like 12 Phoenix Hobby or one Deca FOTL. Comical. Rui, OG Anunoby. Lakers, show me a LeBron. One time. Hey, the logo to 199. Logo, Jerry West, 130 of 199. Also, rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo. And Pete Rose in the same day. Not a great day for sports. Not a great day at all. Love Dikembe. And Dikembe got it too, man. I loved his commercials. I use his no. We don't want Jeremy Grant. No. You need to see a Wemby. Alright, we have orange in here to 60. Our lowest numbered color so far. Isaiah Thomas, Bobby Portis, DeAndre Hunter, Wilt Chamberlain, Trey. Just one of those rips, you know. Set, I do appreciate it. I do absolutely love the look of the set. Tim Duncan, the wrong Spur, although can't go wrong when you have a Tim Duncan. That is a decade of dominance. One of the original inserts back in the first Prizm. I can just see his other not Spurs teammate, but the guy who is the face of the Spurs now. Wizards to 60. Who's that hair? I don't know who that hair is. Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley to 49. That's right there. To 49 in these, not to 60. 60 is Prizm Hobby. Bagley. And we're down to 3 packs left. One of them should have an auto. And to 49 might be our lowest color of the day. It would not surprise me. I think we should still see another silver at some point as well. So this might be our last numbered color base. Last chance for a Wemby blue right here, maybe. Bob Petit, DeAndre Ayton, Zach Collins, Scoot rookie. This might be our final numbered color for the Suns. Kevin, okay. I'll take Kevin Durant. We've been pulling a lot of Kevin Durant lately. 50 of 149. KD, man, the True Blues, they absolutely pop. I'm going to need a Luka and a LeBron for the PC. Maybe a few others. Maybe a Chet as well. KD. Slam that one in a top load. And, yeah, we're down to our final 2 packs. One of them should have an auto, and I think one of them should have a silver. Auto is going to be in here, and a silver, so we might be alive for color in that last pack. We'll see. Sometimes there's a pack in every box that just doesn't have any color. Brad Beal, Miles Turner, Chris Middleton, Jimmy Butler, silver of Aaron Gordon. The silvers, man. The silvers. We haven't seen a silver pop like this since literally 12-13 Prizm. Auto. Looked like a Raptor, so I think I'm looking for Scotty Barnes. Jalen McDaniels is going to be our... second auto. Down to 1 pack left. Down to our very last pack. Down to our last out of the day. I want to thank you for joining me. I know the intro was long. Had to get it off my chest. Don't care. Don't care how long it was today. We have a silver insert and a red to wrap it up. Vince Williams, Yao Ming, Dariq Whitehead, Yuta, Tyler Hero, Valanciunas. Silver insert. Steve Nash. God, isn't that just a clean card? Final card of the day. We gotta hit a money card here. Hornet. Brandon Miller would be a nice way to end it. Vasily Micic would not be a nice way to end it. That is the 199. Oh boy, Vasily Micic, the 33-year-old rookie, 32-year-old rookie, however old he is. Yeah, that was a brutal box. I'm not going to lie. That was a very, very brutal taste at Prizm Deca. That is the Prizm experience. Not shocked. I'm not shocked in the least bit because that's how Prizm goes. It's one of the most high risk, high reward boxes in terms of chromium boxes. Usually you see a little more value come out of products like Mosaic, even Phoenix Select. But Prizm is high risk, high reward. And today we crashed out pretty hard on our color. Aaron Gordon, Scoot Henderson, Bagley to 49, Luka base for the PC, Jerry West to 199, Jeremy Grant, David Roddy auto, Şengün, DiVincenzo, Benny Matherin, and Brooke Lopez. Yeah, you see you got 3 reds in that box. That's pretty common. 3 reds and 2 silvers, I want to say, or 2 silvers? Yeah, only 2 silvers. So silvers are probably numbered to 150, FYI, for those keeping count at home. Overall, though, I said what I said about FOTL. I love the set in terms of the design. I'm looking forward to Deca next year. I can't wait to see what the mad geniuses decide that FOTL is worth next year. Probably forget all about it by then, and next year it'll sell out for $3,500, and they'll tell you it's Giannis rookie year. It's the greatest ever. 13, 14 is an underrated design. When little did they know that at the National those years, 2013, 2014 Prizm was on like clearance for like $50 a hobby box. Giannis wasn't really a thing for at least a couple of years before he started to get big. I can't wait to see what they say next year because, you know, everybody knows 12-13 Prizm is iconic boxes of hobby from actual 12-13. What are they? They're like $30,000 or something like that. So we all knew this one, but I'm curious to see what the geniuses who have only been in the hobby for a couple years have to say about 13-14 Deca design next year. That is my time for today. I said a lot of spicy things today. I expect this comment section to be equally spicy. That's going to do it for me. Take care. Stay safe. We'll catch you next time on Down the Road.